In this new Instagram tutorial, I'm going to walk you through an overview of what Instagram is all about and show you what you need to get started. All right, let's get into it. What's up, busy people? Welcome to 5-Minute Social Media. If your business is new on social media or you're feeling stuck with it, you're in a great place. We help businesses get high-quality results from their social media without it taking up all of your valuable time. If that sounds like something you could use, take a second, hit subscribe, click that bell. That way you'll be notified each week when we release another helpful video. My name is Jerry Potter. Yes, it rhymes with a boy wizard. And in this video, we're talking about Instagram. In this Instagram tutorial, I'm going to give you a high-level overview of Instagram. And by the end of this video, you're going to know how to post to the Instagram feed. Now, if you're looking for a tutorial about how to post to Instagram stories and all about that, I've linked to a very popular one in the description of this video. So I'm in the Instagram app, and I'm assuming you've already downloaded the app and created an account. If not, pause the video, do that first, and then come back. So I'm going to give you a quick tour of how the app is laid out, show you how to post on the Instagram feed, and make sure you stay till the end because I'm going to show you how you can pre-schedule your posts on Instagram, both on a phone or on a computer. So this is on my iPhone, but Android is pretty similar. And first I'm in the Home tab, which is the leftmost button on the bottom. So I'm seeing the feed here. Across the top, those are Instagram stories from people that I follow. Then on the upper left is the camera if I'm going to post an Instagram story. And as I mentioned, there is a whole tutorial about Instagram stories, which you can find in the description of this video. And then on the upper right, the little paper airplane with the red 1 on it, that is the direct messages. So I have an unread direct message, but that's where it would show up if somebody sent you a direct message. Next tab along the bottom there is the Explore tab, or Search tab is probably how you would kind of describe it. But the Explore tab is basically based on things that you engage with on Instagram. These are all the things that Instagram assumes that you will like. So this is where you can discover new things. Now, the dream as an Instagram account owner is to get something popular enough that it shows up on Explore tab, because then you're going to be discovered by a whole bunch more people. The plus sign in the middle is to post to your feed. We'll come back to that in just a second. The heart on the right, this is where your notifications are going to pop up. If somebody follows you, likes a post, comments, anything like that, this is where you will find all of those. And finally, the little person icon all the way on the right, this is your profile. So this is where you can kind of see what other people see if they come to visit your profile. Obviously, they don't see this exact thing because you can see it says edit profile there, and strangers can't come and edit your profile, obviously. So let's go through how to post on the Instagram feed. And again, if you're very new to Instagram, Instagram has 4 main parts. They have the feed, which is what we're going to do today, stories, which again are these little circles at the top, direct messages or DMs, which is this paper airplane up here, and then also IGTV, which is also its own separate app. That's Instagram's vertical video network, IGTV. So if I wanted to post to the feed, I would press that plus sign there on the bottom middle. Your camera roll will pop up. You want to choose the image that you want. If your image is already a square or if it looks fine, you can just leave it like that. But if it's not quite how you want it to look, you can pinch to zoom to change the crop. Also, if it comes up square, you can tap this little double arrow, we'll call it, on the lower left here. If I tap that, it zooms out all the way. So now I can see exactly how big the image is if I wanted to show the whole thing. Now, I recommend posting at least square images, but if you can, post taller images as well. You can actually have images, if you're cropping them somewhere else, that are 1080 by 1350. That's 1080 pixels wide by 1350 pixels tall that will show up in the feed. And that way, when somebody's browsing, you're more likely to catch their attention because of the size of the image. So I want to go ahead and have that one zoomed out. When it goes up, it won't have these white bars on the side. Once I've got it all set, I'm going to hit next here on the upper right corner. From this screen, I can go through and I can use the different filters, so I can tap these and see how they turn out. You can double tap on a filter and adjust the intensity of that filter. So this is just kind of personal preference here. Or if you want a little more fine tuning when you're editing your images, you can hit edit on the lower right there, and it brings up all kinds of different editing controls that you can play with and see what happens. One more button here on the top middle is sort of just an auto magic edit. So you can tap that, and it'll just kind of brighten your photo or adjust it in the best way that it knows how as a computer algorithm or whatever it does on the back end. So I like the way that looks. I'm going to go ahead and keep that. I'm going to add that filter. Then I'm going to hit next again on the upper right. This is where you want to add your caption. If you're going to add hashtags to your caption, you can add them right here on your post. You would just hit the pound key, and then start typing. When you type the hashtag, it will bring up recommendations of other similar hashtags. It'll also show you how many people have used each hashtag. You can add up to 30 hashtags if you want, or another workaround if you want is you can actually add the hashtags in the first comment after your post goes up, and that will also count for search. So I'm going to go ahead and leave my post nice and clean for now. So once I have the caption the way I want it, if I want to tag somebody, I can do that here. You can tag a business partner, you can add a location. Now, unless you have a good reason not to, I always recommend adding a location because people actually browse locations. So you're actually increasing the chances of somebody seeing your post just by putting a location on it. If you want to auto post to Facebook, Twitter, or Tumblr, you can turn on those switches there. I'm not big on that. The Facebook one works okay. The Twitter one is a very terrible user experience. It'll have a link to the Instagram photo. It doesn't actually show your photo on the tweet. So I'm going to go ahead and share this now, and then I want to go back and show you how to do two other types of posts on Instagram, including a video post and a carousel post, which is multiple images. So let's go ahead and hit share. Said done. Sometimes it'll show up right there at the top of the feed. If it doesn't, again, tap on the little person icon on the lower right there. It'll take you to your profile. There you can see it on your profile. Make sure that it got up okay. You can also see how this taller picture takes up most of the feed as opposed to shorter pictures. Like there's one that I did that obviously was very short. It doesn't take up as much of the feed. So anytime you can have something that's square or higher and takes up a lot more of the feed, it actually looks a lot better. It's actually a lot more likely to get somebody's attention as they are scrolling at 99 miles per hour. So let me show you how to do the other types of posts. So you type that plus sign again on the middle there at the bottom. So I'm back here at my camera roll again. I will point out right now, down at the bottom, you see library is in bold. Next to that, you have photo. So if you wanted to take a photo, as opposed to one that was already on your camera roll, you can tap that. Or if you wanted to take a video up to 60 seconds, you can tap that over there. Let me just go ahead and grab a video from my camera roll. Again, if it's not square, you can tap the little diagonal arrows on the lower left there and get the actual size of the video. But if it makes sense, I suggest making it at least square, if not taller, because it will stand out better in the feed. So I've got my video cropped the way I want. You get the same filters if you want here, so you can choose filters if you want it to look a certain way. You can also trim your video inside of Instagram. So for example, if this 31-second clip was too long, I can open it up and I can drag the sides and only use part of it if I want. When I'm ready, I hit done. If your video is not quite 60 seconds, you can actually add another clip from your camera roll. It's almost like a mini video editor here by hitting that plus sign. And then one more feature that you have when you're uploading a video is on the lower right here, it says cover. So I can tap that and I can have this scroll along and I can pick any still from the video that I want. And that will be what will show before it starts playing in the feed, as well as what will show when you're looking at your profile. So you can scroll through. For me, it's not about finding a good face. It's about finding a face that's not terrible. So once you've got that all set, hit next. Do your captions, everything else is exactly the same, and you hit share. And then the other kind of post is a carousel post, and that's where you have multiple images that people can swipe through. So in this case, I'm going to tap this icon on the lower right. To me, it looks like it's a copy icon, but it's actually a select multiples icon, so I'm going to tap that. And then I can go through and I can choose all of the photos that I want. Now, if this isn't the order I want, I can unselect them, and I can say, okay, I want this one second, then this one third, this one fourth. So get them in the order you want, hit next. Comes up again, you can go through, you can add a different filter to each one if you want, edit them exactly like if you were doing one image. Tap next, do the captions, everything else, just like you did before, hit share, and you are all set. So Instagram has always primarily been a mobile app. It's not great on the desktop, although they have been adding new features to Instagram when you do use it from a browser recently. But you can schedule your post from a computer using a full keyboard, which I absolutely love. And you do it with a free tool called Facebook Creator Studio, where you can actually schedule your posts. I've got a full tutorial on how to do this in the description of this video. As you may have gathered from the channel name, I'm obsessed with saving you time on social media. So grab this, 6 ways to cut your social media workload in half. Link should be on your screen. If not, you can find it in the description of this video. And if this was helpful, take a second to give this video a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to hit subscribe. You're not only supporting me, but also my 2 tiny superheroes at home.